Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comic Line. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
The comic book discussion show where we take a topic and then hash it out for about 45 minutes or so. Today's topic, should Batman kill? And for that matter, should superheroes kill? I guess we'll do it by way of Batman, because I've got a lot of Batman stuff on the table. So let's jump into it first. I think we should share our opinions, and then we'll jump into the whys and hash it out. Tiffany?
Cool.
Tiffany, you're on the spot. Go.
Fundamentally, no, Batman should not kill. Based on his origins, based on the moment in his lifetime that sparks him to desire to be Batman. You'd think he would not want to do that, but there certainly are some times where I wish he would cross that line.
Yes.
Especially being quote unquote the darker side of the DC universe.
I say no. Ethan?
That all?
I'll get into it.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I would say not on purpose.
But he's okay.
If he accidentally kills someone in his mission,
He gets a pass?
that's okay. But that's a difficult that we'll get into. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben?
Also, no.
All right.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to counteract Ethan's point where I say if someone dies, he should try and resuscitate them to bring them back and stabilize them, being like, I don't kill.
Sure. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
even accidentally.
I would agree with that.
Okay, but what if he does that at the risk of injuring someone else? What if he has to save somebody else?
Well, he can go save somebody else, but then he'll come back and resuscitate that person.
What if they
What if too far gone?
What if he knows for a fact they'll
If it's
die?
the choice between
Saving a life or letting
saving
someone
someone or
die.
letting someone die, I think he would save someone.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be saving them either way?
I think he's Batman. He'd figure out a way.
That's fair.
I'm just saying.
Because he's Batman, he would not have that happen.
Right. It never would have come up.
He'd have Alfred come by.
Yeah. Alfred, I need you to resuscitate this guy while I go save this person.
I can't have impossible scenarios.
Yeah. Also, that's a hot chick.
Yeah. I gotta rescue her. What are you gonna do, Alfred? Get out of here. Anyway,
Wait, can the hot chick be the one who's dying? I need to give her mouth to mouth. Being a real creep now.
Any port in a storm.
Bad creep.
So I think no, and I think the idea is that like Tiffany said, his moral justification for not killing, it comes intrinsically with his character. Like Batman was born from violence and from murder,
Yeah.
and I think that his whole thing is like he's not the Punisher. The Punisher's angle is he kills people. Batman's angle is I scare the hell out of people and I beat the hell out of them, but I don't kill them. And the question is, like, would that even work? Like, after a year of Batman operating in Gotham, where he, like, beats someone savagely, or when he, like, pushes a crook off a roof and then immediately rescues them, they'd be like, I don't think this guy's gonna kill me. What do I have to fear?
I don't know, maybe broken hands, fingers, neck, being in
Is that
a lot of
scary
pain.
enough, though?
Going to jail?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Unless you are connected.
And
you know
pain
you're not
is
gonna
not-
get out. Pain is scary. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong.
But-
I am scared of pain.
Yes. And I'm a lightweight. But I
Is
do...
the Joker scared of pain?
No.
No, I think he likes it.
Yeah, probably.
Depends.
Depends on which
Depends
version.
on who's writing him.
Is
Yeah.
the penguin?
Yes.
Does the penguin like pain?
No.
He's scared of that crap.
That's right.
Yeah.
What about the penguin?
Well, the Penguin
Man.
is a weird amalgam character. It's Penance and Penguin. The Penguin.
I have to leave.
Yes.
He has a
You'll
tuxedo
never
with
top
spikes
that.
that go
That's
inward.
great.
You'll never top that. She'll never top
To
that.
never be funnier than what you just said.
Thanks.
It's a hard cap right there.
Penguin. Actually, Penguin. So, yeah, I mean, like, I think that he's effective enough. It's just, like, in the extreme circumstances that it's like, should Batman kill? Like, I think we can all agree Batman shouldn't kill everyone. Like, Batman shouldn't kill,
He
like...
shouldn't kill like the Punisher kills people.
Right, Punisher's like, you're bad, boom.
Yeah, well, the Punisher's not even a superhero.
No,
and that's-
he's basically a
No,
villain.
but originally Batman was a vigilante.
Yes.
True.
And depending on the scenario that he's in, he's often considered that still to this day. Like
Yes.
he's a vigilante crime fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless he's standing there with the Justice League, upon which he becomes a superhero.
Yes,
But he's still
very
the
true.
darker side, in which he's meant to make choices and decisions that the other superheroes may not normally make.
Yes.
Right. Well, they don't have to make because they're super.
Right.
He's
Power,
not.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Superman
Well,
can
also,
save
there
everyone.
are
But I mean-
dilemmas.
I mean, like, in the situation in which, like, Batman has a contingency, or presumably has a contingency for each superhero in case they go crazy.
Right.
Or if he thinks they go crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's kind of creepy.
Right.
But, like, those are the dark decisions. So it's just interesting that the guy who makes these decisions doesn't take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just a incredible, like, character building thing, or could be perceived as a weakness. I'm just going devil's advocate here.
Sure.
You know, where it's just like, okay, you've got the Joker. He's literally not going to change.
Yeah.
He'll never stop.
And like, at one point, do the deaths that he caused become
Batman's fault.
Yeah.
Right, for not just killing him.
Right. Well, why don't the police shoot him then?
Right.
Like,
because
why don't they just shoot
why
anybody?
should Batman be the
because
one to
police
hold the
don't-
bag?
They don't usually even have a chance around him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like apply that to like regular criminals that the police do encounter. Why don't we just be okay when the police just shoot people like who they think are going to commit a crime or
Right.
who they think did commit a crime?
Well, because we
Or
don't
have actually committed a crime.
we
Not even
don't-
think.
we
Yeah.
don't live in a world of supervillainy quite like him.
That is true.
You know,
That is
like
true.
I don't know how my viewpoint would be adjusted if there was literally a like crazy clown man running around New York
poisons
City.
the reservoir.
Yeah, like
or-
I live in a suburb outside the city. I might have an issue with this.
Yeah. The problem with this is that in a normal world that operates like our world,
Yeah.
I would say, no, Batman shouldn't kill anybody.
Because then that would be terrifying.
Well, yes, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, then he becomes a supervillain.
Well, no,
I
in
don't think
in the
he's a
real world,
supervillain,
it'd be
but
like, well, then who is
he's
this
breaking
guy?
the law if
Yeah.
he does that. And, I mean, he already breaks the law all the time,
That's
but
the
then
thing.
he's becoming like judge, jury, and executioner
Yes.
as opposed to just like...
aiding the law. He's
Right.
just he's just filling in the gaps where the law is incapable of accomplishing their
Right.
goals.
It's crossing a line where like the government would have to intervene because you can't just let someone take that into their own hands.
Right.
However, because it's a comic book universe, insane things happen. Like the Joker always escapes.
Right.
In the real world, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You don't have mass murderers constantly get out where people are just like, why don't you just kill him? Because you know he's going to get out. Like in the real world, that logic doesn't work.
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
mass
say
murderers-
like, oh, we just kill that person
When
because
they're-
we know he'll inevitably escape and kill more
when they're
people,
caught in the
like he
real
did 7
world,
times
they go
before.
away. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to deal with it anymore.
Right.
Or
No,
they're uncatchable.
Right.
Even at that point, if they've killed enough people, you're like, well, then we try them with the death penalty.
Right, yeah. We use our laws, and our laws will kill them if you're in a
Applicable.
state where that is
Right.
applicable.
Yeah.
So the comic books kind of like break the concept. Like, yes, if Batman lived in a world where the Joker had killed people, like dozens of people, multiple times, and it literally could not be contained, of course he should kill him.
Right.
There was no question he should kill him in that case.
Right.
Everybody should kill him. If you saw him on the street, you should fucking kill him
Yeah.
to save the lives that he will inevitably take if he survives.
There's
Right.
an APB
But
out to like
doesn't-
kill the Joker.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but doesn't the Joker, like, because he is insane, doesn't that afford him some measure of
What, leniency?
leniency? Not leniency, but like it's an extenuating circumstance. Like normally people don't do what the Joker does. He must be insane. Also, look at his face. Like we know how crazy he is. It's not just that, but it's not just cosmetic.
Just look him in the face and tell me he's not crazy.
Right? He's like,
So,
woo! Like, yeah, no, that's nuts.
So I dress up like a clown, and then I continually like rob places, but I can't be tried for robbery.
You could
because
argue
I'm
that.
Crazy.
I mean, here's the thing. Like,
Yeah, that's not how it works, though.
No,
Like,
the
you could
Joker-
use the insanity defense. I don't think the Joker that would apply to. I think a psychologist would say, no, the Joker's not crazy in the sense where like he can't control his actions.
he is aware of what he's doing.
Yes, he's a psychopath,
Right.
but he's not like unfit to stand trial.
No, and he understands the boundary between right and wrong.
Yes, that's the thing. Like he can conceptualize right
Does
and wrong.
he?
He chooses to do wrong.
We've never seen the Joker make that choice. We've only seen him commit ill. We only know the Joker to be a murderer. We've never seen him ever weigh the decision.
But he knows you're not supposed to do those.
But
Hmm.
he also just does those things because they're fun or they're funny.
right.
He doesn't
Yeah.
do things that aren't funny just because, like, well, I have to commit a crime.
Yeah.
Well, it's Tuesday. It's crime day. So
Yeah.
I
No,
forgot
that-
to check my crime box today, and I have to do something.
Remember, that's more insane than the Joker just committing these crimes.
yeah, see, the insanity though, the insanity defense. This is kind of what Tiffany said. It applies when you can't tell that what you're doing is wrong.
Right.
It doesn't apply to someone who just enjoys killing people, which we would say that's insane.
That is insane.
But that's still, you could still be executed if that's,
That's
how you,
true.
Yeah.
It's like to use the insanity defense, you have to like be hearing voices and stuff and not be able to like conceptualize reality.
yeah.
I think the Joker does not conceptualize reality in the
Do you
same.
think he's schizophrenic? Do you think he hears voices?
I don't
in
think
his
he
head
hears
telling
voices.
him to kill people.
No, I don't think he hears voices. I think it's more that the Joker's reality is different to him versus
Sure.
everybody else. That he perceives it as like it's more like he is a psychopath in that he views himself above reality. That he is above those choices.
Yeah.
And he does make those choices to commit great ills, but it's also that he doesn't know that he can't, or that he could choose not to. And I think that's where it becomes gray. Like, we do know that someone who does that is insane.
Yeah.
And so as such, like, because I'm looking at the way that we define insanity and how we prosecute it, you know, like, I can't just put him in jail. You know, he's not a common criminal, nor is he a...
Well, also because in that situation, he would obviously escape.
Well, let's put aside the fact that Joker's also a master escape artist. He's like the Harry Houdini of the DC universe. But like,
oh, it's not just escaping. He just convinces people to help him.
Yeah.
Usually under threat of
I can't believe people work for the Joker at all.
No, yeah, that doesn't make
only
sense.
through coercion can they do that. Because otherwise I'd be like, no.
You can't...
You'll kill me.
You can't pull on the
maybe
thread.
they have a death wish.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
those
crazy.
people are insane.
They're all crazy, yeah.
They can be
whole
tried.
gang of
Yeah,
crazy
and get
people.
out and be like, I work for the Joker. Be like, oh, you're nuts.
What if instead you lived in Gotham?
Right.
All right, I want you to put yourself there.
Yes.
You've got.
And I'm in the comic book universe.
You're in the comic book
I'm not
universe.
like, there is a Gotham and it's a
There's a
nightmare
Gotham.
city.
No, it's a Gotham, and there's Batman, and there's Nightwing, and
Superman and everything,
He
yeah.
bombs in occasionally. And there are supervillains, and they're running around doing their thing. And you got your 9 to 5, and you live your life there, and for the most part, things are pretty okay.
I would be outraged that Batman doesn't kill it.
I was gonna say, 'cause what happens the day the Joker does something that kills someone you care about?
That's the thing. Like, no, I would be living that. If I were stuck in that city and I were like impoverished and couldn't just leave, which I would immediately do if I were living in Gotham City.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how cool the architecture is. I would be out of there. The reality is, if I were in a comic book fictitious universe where the Batman were a thing and all the other accoutrements of the DC universe, I'd be like, no. Except I would also be like, I would still be me, you know, comic book version of me. So I'd be like, I don't want Batman to be given license to kill people. The fact is, he's already given impunity to like break into my house and break my wrist if he thinks that I have information he needs.
Right.
So like, I think that's terrifying. Like, I think that most people would have a problem with Batman if they thought about it for 2 minutes. But I would also be outraged that like no one has killed the Joker. Like, I would definitely not vote for Jim Gordon for anything. 'Cause, like, first of all, you're culpable in allowing this like burglar who viciously attacks people.
Okay, prove it. You, common man Sal Crivelli, prove that Jim Gordon and Batman are friends.
There's a light in the sky that he turns on every evening.
Okay, if you have,
Summon the Dark Knight.
Right?
if you have a problem with the facilities at the Gotham CPD, you talk to facilities. about
Right.
it.
Oh, I see. So it's a public works issue as opposed to a Jim
Right.
Gordon choice.
We may have also caught them making out one time. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is common knowledge, right, in Gotham.
Yes, that Gordon and Batman are in
chums.
cahoots.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are in total cahoots.
Absolutely. There's cahooting happening in Gotham. No, I'd be outraged by Gordon because I'd be like, why can't you... You know who doesn't need Batman? Like, Newark.
Right.
Why isn't there a
okay.
Batman in every
Now
city?
you're getting to like this Batman cause.
But could Batman be helpful in Newark? Or Camden?
I don't know.
No, I think Nightwing could.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, I think that more money in police would help Camden.
That's
right.
But
that's
like
probably true.
ultimately, like, Camden is not like, well, Camden's Camden. It's a sociological experiment more than a city.
Right. But I really was just asking, just in general, for each of you.
Yeah.
Like, if you were in the position of being a Gothamite.
If I were a kid, I'd be mystified and excited by Batman,
Yeah.
and if I were an adult, I'd be outraged.
I don't know if I would be outraged by Batman. I think if I lived in Gotham.
Yeah.
Like, I live in Gotham and I have to go to work there every day.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's not like he's new to the scene. He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
I've seen what the good that he's done. I've seen the stuff that I don't care for. I think I would be fine with Batman knowing that I don't skirt the line on anything.
Yeah.
So I really have nothing to fear from
But that's
him.
the problem, is that's
but-
not the law,
but
nor is
what
that
if-
justice. That's
And
fear.
How do you know that Batman won't cross that line? How do you know that Batman is like purely good and will never like...
I guess because I've
Hang
seen him on
hang
TV
on.
with Superman.
But don't forget, I was gonna say I also live in a world in which Superman exists. So I assume if Batman crosses the line,
Superman might
Superman
swoop in and
will
kick his
come
ass.
and stop it.
They do say they're friends.
Yeah.
they're super friends, you know.
Or it's just a PR thing.
Except that we also know that in that world, like, Batman has like kryptonite and stuff and can stop Superman from
That I
killing
don't
him.
know.
I don't know
That's
that.
not common
I
knowledge.
don't know that. I don't know that.
I
in
just
that
hope
world.
for the best. I mean, like,
No.
the fact is, yeah.
I think though, as a Gothamite, like in particular in regard to just the Joker, I would be annoyed at Batman for not having
killing him.
disposed
Yes.
of him or not having turned a blind eye. Because that would be that situation. Like, I'm not saying someone tells him to go and hunt him down. I'm not saying he comes out in the news and like says I'm gonna like put an end to him finally.
Calling you out, Joker.
I'm saying it happens. I'm like,
Right.
that's okay, Batman.
Batman's fighting him and he's like, bland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I read an article in the Gotham Gazette the next morning that just said like, Joker was gunned down by police, or like Joker was beaten to death by a man in a bat costume,
Right?
Yeah,
Or
you'd be
Joker
happy.
plummets to death
Yeah.
onto street.
Yeah, I would be like, that sucks to be you,
Yeah.
and then move on with my day.
Yeah.
But if Batman were killing everybody,
I'd be like,
I'd hate that.
yeah, I'd be like, excuse
Yeah.
me, we have a problem here.
Yeah.
But that's
Right.
again, that's me as a
But that's
Gothamite.
Joker also as a yeah.
Because,
But
like,
what if that stops? If killing Joker means that Batman is no longer Batman, if he's like, I can't be Batman because I killed someone, is it worth the cost?
That's more Spider-Man.
If he went off his rocker because he crossed that line.
Yeah. Well, like I would hope that's not true because of how like flimsy that is. It is like if I kill one person, I will kill every person,
well, it's not just that, but I would be like,
or that like I violated my one rule.
I live in Gotham. How many other Bat family members do I know exist?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably aware of at least 2.
Yeah, so I'm like, he took care of the number one
Yeah.
issue that I
Yeah.
think the other two might not have been able to handle.
so he can retire.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Batman's
Yeah.
fine. There's Superman. He'll just take up
At
the
least
slack.
he killed the
Yeah,
Joker.
yeah.
Right.
Or
At
like,
least he killed the Joker before he left. Thank you.
but I think as a comic book reader, it's a lot easier for us to look down upon this and like not down upon
Cast moral judgments
yeah,
on Batman. Yeah.
or to expect our heroes to achieve a goal that may not make any sense in a real world scenario.
Right.
Yeah, I like to imagine Batman. I like to imagine Gotham as like my city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where like crime occurs maybe, and there is someone who does something about it.
Right.
Not like I live in like a demilitarized zone where like there is lawlessness and like people dying like left and right.
Yeah.
Like
And men and
all the
women in
time.
costumes are running around
Yeah,
and committing
like,
even bigger crimes.
That's a world I don't live in. If I
Yeah.
lived in that world, I would have a very different view of Batman. But I live in the real world, so I don't want Batman to kill people, even though the world he lives in is like that nightmare world,
Yeah.
if you really think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What?
that's where like it kind of comes apart in the comic book world for me. Like
Right.
that world is insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The DC Comics world is a nightmare to live in,
Yeah.
and everyone just acts like it's like normal.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
weird because
Yeah.
they have to make it relatable, but also like crazy
Fantastical.
shit happens.
Yeah. But as far as Batman quitting, like, yeah, if he kills the Joker, I'm down. You can go. That sucks. But,
Given
yeah,
everything the Joker's done, I would agree.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know, maybe give him a little medal on the side there.
They can erect a statue in the middle of the
Yeah.
town where he
Now,
killed him.
Here's a hypothetical for you. What if Batman killed the Joker? You know, because
Yeah.
the Joker killed a whole lot of people,
Sure.
and everyone's like, "Yes, thank you."
I don't
and
even
then
care if he broke into the Joker's house while he was sleeping.
Yeah,
He didn't
sure.
do anything and
Yeah.
he killed him. I'd be fine with that.
everyone's
too.
like, "Yes, way to go!" And he's like, "Okay, now also,
Riddler.
no women can walk the streets alone because that's not proper."
right?
All right, but
No,
but see,
that's
now,
a problem.
Like,
now we're changing the parameters.
Because that's not Batman.
Right, that's not Batman. But like, the fact that one man who's outside the law,
Imposes a rule amongst the city.
right?
Yeah.
like
I don't even
wants
know
to
if-
stop him.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he imposes any rules other than he prefers people not to kill in his
Well,
city.
like, he-
Right,
there are
but I'm
rules.
saying if
like
you
crime.
if you're okay with him breaking the rule to kill people.
Wait, as
No, that's breaking the rule to kill people. That's not imposing like a doctrine over the entire
no.
city.
What I'm saying is, we have opened a door
Yes.
where this person we've said can break the rules, and we are okay with it.
Now he has new rules.
right,
Yeah,
but
so-
Or it allows him to
Right.
be able to
We've
do
set
that.
a precedent where
I think that precedent's a little different. In particular, the fact that the Joker is a known murderer and like the sheer volume of lives that he has cost
Yeah.
right.
outweighs that one action.
Right.
In the scenario in which I live in Gotham City.
Yes.
What if Batman inspires less
Capable or moral.
yes, less moral people to do kind of similar
Oh, that's
things.
literally
like,
capable.
well,
Happens
Batman's,
anyway.
Yeah, and
like,
that's-
Batman's my idol. Like
Right.
I'm gonna go out and do that.
But
Oh,
then
yeah.
that's also his responsibility. If it's his responsibility, in his opinion, to take care of supervillains, then it's
Yeah.
also his responsibility to clean up after
take care
himself.
of those people.
Copycats?
Yeah.
What if he dies? You know, what
Right.
if he kills the
Which
Joker,
he will.
and then he goes and then he dies, or he quits because he killed one person.
Yeah. Or he quits because he's
But
done.
the damage
He's
to
done.
like law and order and
Well,
society
presumably
is a
those-
crime.
That would happen
those
anyway.
copycats would not be Batman. So I
They-
think the cops could handle
They also
that.
wouldn't have the backing of the GCPD, so like the
Right.
cops would just stop him or shoot him.
Yeah, like,
But then how were the cops not stopping the supervillains?
Well, that's
if
true.
they're that capable.
Yeah.
If they can stop anyone except Batman,
Well,
why do the supervillains
Well,
stop them?
I think they also can't stop the supervillains because oftentimes the supervillains either have powers or they have access to technology that gives them an upper hand, which requires someone like Batman to come in and
Right.
mitigate this.
Also,
whole...
in order to know what the supervillains are up to, you'd need like heavy surveillance equipment, and then you create a police state, which of course you're already in because Batman is monitoring everything anyway.
Right.
But but he's not giving it to the police. He's using it for himself.
He's using it for himself,
And
which
is that
is
better?
worse.
Which is worse? No.
It's clearly worse. We're
Right?
only okay with it because we know Batman from the pages
We can
of the
see his
comics.
thought bubbles, and
And
we
we
know it's
don't
not
see
full
it,
of like
like, we're
insane
there.
writings.
Right. In the real world, I wouldn't see his thought bubbles, and I
No.
wouldn't have any reason to
Yeah,
think.
if you were walking
that-
down a street in the real world, in like, real Gotham, and you saw a camera in the shape of a bat at the corner of every intersection, and you were like, where do those go? I'd have a real problem.
Right, but at the same time, you have to have a real problem then with Superman existing.
Yes.
Yes.
He can always hear and
Yes.
see you.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
like, Ben, you could be anywhere and be like, fart? And you know Superman knew you
Superman's
did
like,
that.
Oh, yeah.
lol.
Did you fart?
Hey,
What are you, the fart police now? Go save a baby. Get out of here, Superman.
when
Get
these
out of
are
here.
I guess
now.
that's fair. Yeah. Well, it reminds me.
Bam, 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 bam,
I
bam.
don't want to say babies. I want to shame people who fart.
And it's
Well, then you are
Deal
truly
with
the
it.
greatest among us.
Oh, man. Do I have a job for you then?
There's a moment in Batman No Man's Land where Gordon takes the law into his own hands, and he loses his job as a result of it. And
But
everyone's
his job is to uphold the law.
yeah, but he did not uphold the law.
That is not Batman's job.
That's it. But everyone's job is to follow the law.
Exactly. Why is he exempt? Because he has a lot of money and a cool costume and he trained hard? Like,
Because he is a vigilante. This is the
Yeah,
other
but that's
thing.
not a title. Nobody. He
No,
didn't get
that's just
deputized.
it.
yeah.
I'm not okay living in a world where Batman exists.
Yeah.
I don't want
No.
vigilantes.
Now that's
What if a neighbor of mine
Wait, are
is
you
just like,
Now you're the Boondock
Are you
Saints.
Ben
Like,
or you got in Gotham?
I'm in Gotham.
Okay, thank
okay,
you.
you're comic book Ben.
I'm comic book Ben in Gotham.
You don't like
Hey,
Gotham.
I don't live in Gotham because Gotham is a
Barista.
fuck town.
Yeah.
Well, so you were born there. You can't
Yeah.
move out.
Yeah, because
Oh,
what-
I can move out.
Yeah, you can leave no matter
I
what.
could live on the streets of
Ben,
some other
Ben's
city.
got a bindle and everything.
And he goes to Coast
Get
City.
the hell out of here.
Yeah. Now that said,
Wait, no. This is the thing that I want to bring up. So, like, I live in a town where someone's a vigilante. Mm-hmm. So anyone can be a vigilante?
right,
I'm
now
fine
you're
with
a
this.
vigilante.
What happens if I jaywalk and someone says, no, I'm going to beat you up because you broke the law?
Exactly.
I'm not okay with that crap.
Yeah, well, that's the same theme in Batman Dark Knight Returns, when, like, the mutants become the sons of Batman, and then they start, like, clipping thieves' fingers with, like, hedge clippers and
Yeah.
stuff, like, and Batman's like, he didn't do anything about it.
No.
And that was Frank Miller's
Well, that's
opinion
Frank
being
Miller's
like,
Batman.
well, but he's like, but that's an old Batman who's like,
Yeah.
I should have been working those 10 years when I was retired.
Right.
Maybe Gotham wouldn't have been as bad, so, like, now it's so bad that it needs this kind of corrective measure in order to right itself. I don't know if I agree with that. In fact, I know I don't. But, like, that's what you're talking about. And Batman, in at least Frank Miller's opinion, signed off on that. He's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm not going to stop him.
Right.
Which is, like,
They'll
too
learn on their
extreme.
own.
Yeah, like, no, that's not cool. It reminds me of thinking about being in that universe. And, like, if I'm okay with Batman. Ultimately, if I grew up in the DC universe, I'm me, and I'm in the DC universe, and I'm a comic book character in the most boring comic book ever written. And
You're
I
George.
yeah,
You have to move the car.
yeah, and I hear about Batman. I'm cool with Batman because Superman approves of him.
Yeah, that's
If
Yeah,
Superman
that's
has
his
his if Superman has his approval, then I'm cool.
But if Batman murders the Joker on his way to the courthouse,
I'm still okay with it.
would Superman still be okay with him?
No.
Right.
No, I think he'd be.
Or he might be like, hey, I'm gonna take you away to super jail, and then just put him in Wayne Manor and go, you gotta stop being Batman now.
Okay, but then he's punished for what he did.
Yeah, or at least he's like,
Not really. His friend is giving him a pass.
yeah, exactly. But his friend's Superman, so I'm gonna give it to him.
Because you
You're
can't
putting
do
your
anything
faith in
about
Superman.
it.
No, because I agree with Superman. Because Superman is the moral best of us, and I'm cool with that. Who am I to argue with Superman?
Well, how do you know he is, though?
Because you live in Gotham.
Yeah, because I live in Gotham and I wish I were in Metropolis.
You can just move to Metropolis like I did.
Yeah, no, if I were living in... Because the other thing is that in the DC universe, the superheroes are idealized, and they are who they say they are. Like, there's a museum for the Flashes. People worship the Flashes. Not like unto a god, but they do...
People worship Joseph Stalin
Yeah.
and Hitler.
Yeah.
Being worshipped doesn't make you
No,
a
I'm
good
just
person.
saying that, like,
We have
people
to- we
do
have
because
to-
they know that the Flashes are on the up and
Yeah,
up.
and
They know
but
that
we also
Superman's on
have
the
to
up and up.
adhere to the rules of the DC universe if we're saying that we live there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
if leave me outside the universe, I'm like, if an alien showed up, I might be more inclined to feel the way that most people in the Man of Steel movie feel about Superman. But, like, in the context of the DC universe comic book world, I'm definitely like, no, Superman's cool. He's Superman. No, I'm like, he's the moral compass of my universe.
Right.
Now I don't worship him like Jesus or something, but like,
But there are people
I don't-
that do.
I don't pray to him or anything. Although I might like, if I were being mugged, go like, Superman, help, because maybe he might say help. I might be like, hey man, help out.
Superman, I'm Lois, help me.
Yeah, hey, it's me, Lois, and
It's me, Lois.
I got punched in the throat. Help. He'd be like, you get the one.
I know that's not you. Your heartbeat's different.
Damn it.
Save me anyway.
Well, you heard me. Come on. Like, that's the thing.
You
Like,
know,
I know you heard me.
yeah, how are you talking to me?
Now you're a liar.
Now you're a liar. I don't help liars.
See, Superman is never. He's not my like moral beacon. I want him to be a good person, and I like when he is a good person.
Right.
But to me, nobody sets
The-
my moral standard.
That's fair.
Like
But are you here or are you in Gotham?
I'm anywhere. I'm everywhere.
Do you set your moral standard? How
Yes.
come you're not a hero then?
I don't want to do that.
Because I can't do that. Because I don't want to die. Because normally when you do the shit that Batman does, you fucking die.
Yeah.
Like, people can't do that.
Yeah.
It's true.
The other thing is, what if Batman, this is taking the copycat thing, like, what if Batman kills the Joker and then Azrael's like, cool. And then
Yeah.
he starts killing people.
Well, first of all, Azrael has a terrible costume.
Oh, I know.
He does, yeah.
He sets
So,
everything on fire.
I'm just saying right now, the branding right there, it's not going to be with him.
The 90s loved him, though.
Yes.
Well, we're not in the
a little
90s in
while
Gotham.
away.
But I'm just
No,
saying...
at one point, we're going to start going retro into the 90s.
Yeah, and then
right
that's
now
gonna
it's
be cool and
80s, and now the
relevant.
90s is going to be great.
No.
People are going to have think claw hands. It's going to be crazy.
But yeah, like I think in the context of that comic book universe, like it would be terrifying that like Batman set a precedent for killing the Joker. And now it's like it's open season. in
It's
Gotham.
harder to tell Azrael, to explain to Azrael why
Who is
he's
crazy.
bad
Right.
when the Batman's already killed someone.
Now,
Yeah.
see,
Because that conversation is like, yeah, but you can't kill people. Why not Batman killed someone? I know,
That's
but like
the
it's
Joker,
different.
though.
Like you're not doing it right. Like I don't understand. Like this is really complicated.
Well,
like
hang
he's
on.
killing people, I'm killing people. What's the difference?
I think we also need
yeah.
to like accept something else in this situation, in the difference between being a comic book reader and being a person who lives in Gotham. If you live in Gotham, unless Batman comes out outright and says, "I killed the Joker," you truly don't know what happened.
wouldn't
As a
necessarily
comic
know.
book reader, we
Yeah.
do because we're there. We're part of.
Yeah,
every
but I
single
also
thing.
suspect
Right.
the Joker disappeared.
Because nobody knows who killed him. It was
Nobody
probably
knows.
Batman.
Nobody knows. This isn't SEAL Team 6 here.
No,
Nobody's
they,
sworn to
they
secrecy.
know. It was GCPD.
Yeah, which officer? Because he would get this key to the city.
Well, no, we're not going to reveal who he is because he might be put into danger by other supervillains.
Yeah,
No,
like Harley
and-
Quinn might kill him.
And not only that, but there's an internal investigation to figure out what happened. He wasn't supposed to fire his weapon,
Yeah,
or they
I
weren't
don't
supposed to
believe
fire
it.
their
You know what I
weapon.
mean?
But in that
Like-
world, we don't know that Batman killed someone, so
Yeah.
the question
Yeah.
doesn't really.
But if I were Gotham,
I'm just saying,
I'd be
like,
like,
so, like, the question of someone else coming out and being like, "But Batman killed someone," we'd all be like, "But,
But
we
did he
don't-
really,
but we
though?"
don't know that. And
Yeah.
now you're a crazy person, and now we have
Yeah.
to put you away."
Well, I
Like,
saw him do it because I work with him because I'm Azrael. I'm his friend. I was there. I watched it happen. I saw it happen. It was amazing.
Did he though? Is that Azrael coming out now, or is that like?
Yeah, I mean, in this case, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's the heir apparent to Batman who's saying like, "No, Batman killed him, and that's why I'm killing these people."
Right.
Like, explain to me how it's different.
Yeah.
well, they could do that at any time, even if Batman didn't kill. If someone died, they could be like, "Batman killed him."
Yeah.
Well, but this guy like has Wayne tech.
Right.
Like he's
No, I'm just
wearing a
saying,
bat
like, what if-
costume
what if
and is a
Azrael-
known associate of Batman.
What if Azrael decided one day, like, "I want to kill people, and I'm just going to say that Batman killed somebody, and now I can do it"?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
that's kind of the situation.
Then
you've
Batman would
created.
come out and say like, "No, I didn't."
Right.
Well, is he gonna
But
call
if
a press
Batman did
conference?
kill someone, he wouldn't say no, I didn't. He would just shut up because he
Or
wouldn't lie.
maybe he
would
would say,
probably
"No,
just-
I didn't," to
shut everybody up, just lie.
or just save the idea. Be like, "No, killing is not okay."
Like it's important.
I would rather lie than make
yeah.
people think.
I mean,
that.
that's true.
But that's what he should do if he did kill
if,
someone.
If Batman did not actually kill the Joker, and Azrael were trading on the apparent murder, if he killed the Joker and then blamed it on Batman and then used it as justification for
to
his
kill more
just to
people.
kill more people, then Batman would stop it.
Yes.
And
Right,
that would
but
be
what
it.
if Batman killed him and Azrael?
Oh,
was
then
that?
Batman would still stop him, and he'd be a huge hypocrite because that's what Batman is.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's been known to do that.
Are we okay with him being a hypocrite?
No,
I'm not.
but he is.
I live in Gotham.
If I'm in Gotham and he saved like my sister.
Well,
or
but
something
you don't
from
know.
mugging-
'Cause you
He's
don't
a
really know what
hypocrite
happened.
anyway. He's a vigilante.
Yeah.
He's someone who breaks the law to stop
Except-
people from breaking the law.
Yeah, and sometimes on press conferences next to Aquaman. And sometimes he like sings a song that ends the world and brings like 6 versions of himself from a dark multiverse, and they're like turning the world inside out.
Yeah, so like it's
Like
It's all bananas.
but as a comic book reader,
Yeah.
yeah.
I still like yes, there are certainly times that I wish that
He
he
would.
could because like in that moment I'm just like you could just stop it.
like,
you could just
it's
end
just
the
one.
madness. Yeah,
But it's never just one.
No, I know, and so like the fact that he doesn't is what I think makes him such a strong character.
Yeah.
Because like it proves that he is better than I.
Right.
Because like in that moment, like I probably would kill.
Oh,
the
easily.
Joker.
No,
If
in a second.
Most of us would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, man.
Yeah.
If you
Nah.
know the Joker is going to, if you know that there's like a 99% chance that the Joker is going to commit mass murder if you don't shoot him in the head
Yeah.
right now.
He will. I'm available.
And, like-
I have the gun. He's right in front of me.
Right.
He's dead.
And he has done it in the past. He's just going to continue to
it's
do it.
happened numerous
He's
times.
killed thousands of people.
He's escaped every single time.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
You're
I'll
gonna
deal
kill
with
him.
the trial.
Yeah. But like,
I'll get the best lawyer ever who will do it pro bono.
Right, but to me that's like a boring world. Like, and that's
Yes.
why I don't like the way the Joker's been handled. Even though I understand, like, you got to keep using him because he's such a popular character. But like the fact that that does keep happening makes the world like absurd.
Yes.
Like it's like that's not reality anymore, and it's harder for me to like put myself in the world and like ask these questions.
Yeah, if-
and discuss
if
them
instead
seriously because
the-
it's like a fake cartoony.
yeah,
world.
if instead the Joker was treated like the Dread Pirate Roberts,
There was always a new Joker.
right? Like it would make a little more sense because
Mm.
it's just like, no, we've taken care of Jokers in the past, but a new one always crops up.
Right.
Yeah.
It
So
doesn't
it's-
matter if you kill them.
Now
like,
that could be, and you,
That's like Batman Beyond.
yeah.
Like the Jokers keep coming up.
Except,
Yeah.
well, they have a gang of Jokers, and then
Yeah.
the real Joker shows up anyway.
right.
And he's
Silly.
got like dreadlocks.
no,
No?
that's in the
The
Bat. That's in the Batman.
The Batman. That's the Batman.
But what would be interesting is if they here's just a pitch for a story. Batman goes in. There's an alternate reality Batman who like does kill the Joker, and he's like, no, there's just always a Joker. There's a
Yeah,
Joker
it
that
doesn't
keeps popping
matter
up.
like
It doesn't
if
matter.
you killed him
Right.
or not.
The Joker's like ISIS. Like
Right.
you could kill the leader, it doesn't matter.
There's just
Like,
another
one
thing.
will
It's a
just
different clown.
Show up. Yeah.
Now there's like
I don't buy that because the Joker is very unique.
Oh, I
don't
know.
think that like another one would just pop
No,
up.
I agree. Well, there's always copycats to like any kind of like horrible thing.
Yeah, and
or-
it depends on how you treat him. Like if you treat the Joker almost like a force of nature.
Yeah.
That, like in
The
theory,
universe
the
conjures
universe would
Joker.
need something to
And it wouldn't
equate
be.
that force.
Then I don't want to live in that universe.
Well,
I didn't say you
that's
had
a
to live in
fucking
that
scary
universe.
Or a less terrifying way to think of that is when you kill the Joker, there's a power vacuum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like so, it's just like killing the mob boss. Like
Yeah.
another guy's
Well,
gonna
now
do
the
it
Riddler's
because,
more
like,
powerful.
They
But-
know you can do it because
But
the
now
Joker
it's
did it.
the Punisher's world. We're just like, I just keep killing them.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And the
Which
Punisher
also
actually
sucks.
Are you okay with that?
That's the thing. Punisher has very
No.
few rogues because he kills them, but they keep cropping up, and that's a more real book because you can't shoot crime in the face. People will commit crimes
Right.
forever,
Yeah.
and like some people aren't afraid of one guy.
Yeah.
They know it's
Yeah.
one guy. If I'm committing
Right.
a crime over here and I think he's over there, I'm still going to commit the crime.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just at the end of the day, like I think it just comes down to like desiring certain comic book characters to hold certain morals.
Yes.
Because like you look at the Punisher and we're kind of okay with that.
Yeah.
You look at because I don't maybe think of this, but like we watched the movie Taken.
Yes.
And we're totally
Like,
fine.
yay! Look at him
Yeah.
killing all those people and
Yeah.
breaking
Yeah.
international law.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's not real.
Right. But neither is this.
Well,
you know.
and he's doing it for someone he loves.
Right. It's a moral justified
yes.
adventure.
Yes.
For him.
For him.
And
Which
he's
is
fighting like the most like inexcusable thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
So I think it just depends upon the origins of the character.
Right, because like it's the same. Like, I think we should do another episode where we talk about Spider-Man because like there was a huge argument about it after Maximum Carnage when that first came out, and it's still being argued today as to like whether Spider-Man should have killed Carnage at the end.
Right.
And he was like no, and he never wavers. But Batman, I think Batman should never kill. I like that he doesn't. I've read stories where he kind of does,
Right.
like where he like accidentally does, or where he like puts them in positions to die.
Or he doesn't save
Or he
them.
doesn't save them.
Yeah.
And like
Oops.
I'm more okay with that than I am of him just viciously strangling people to death.
Right.
But he's still not your moral compass. That's Superman.
Yeah, Superman's
because
my
he's
moral
got
compass.
Superman's approval. You're like, I'm cool with Batman.
Right.
Superman
I mean,
will
like
keep him in check.
I don't think of it in those terms. It's more like if I were living in that universe, that's how I justify my love for Batman.
Uh-huh.
But in my actual love of Batman as a comic book character, I just like the fact that I know that Batman has like this rigid sense of morality, and he's like, I do this, and I'm not crazy. Like I know what I'm doing. And
No.
You dress up like a bat.
yeah.
You're a little crazy.
Oh
No,
yeah.
no,
Like,
but
he also does it to scare people.
Exactly.
But you have to consider it in the world that he lives in.
Right.
In the world that he lives in, this kind of thing happens.
Yeah, like if he were just like Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne badass who wears a ski mask, like the Penguin would be like, lol.
Did all those creatures, characters, and so forth exist when he became Batman?
I don't.
Well, that's
I
another
don't mean just
question.
his rogues gallery. I mean just in general. Like there are other places and like.
That's the other thing. Like if you're just a mugger and you're just like tearing up the city, and the Batman shows up, he has the edge.
Yeah.
Because he's terrifying.
Right. But I was talking specifically about there being other heroes that exist who wear costumes.
Right.
Like, the precedent's set.
Yes.
Depending on timelines, of course, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes Batman's the first superhero, sometimes Superman is.
Right. So it really all depends. But, like...
They're all a problem. For me, they're all a problem. If it's the real world, I'm really there. If it's not a story I'm reading, where, I can see their thoughts, I know everything about them. In the real world, there's no person like that.
Right, no, but as...
Kind of your friends, but certainly not people you read about in the papers.
No.
We have no idea
but
what they're really like.
But as a character and as a person who reads a comic, you know, I enjoy the fact that Batman was born of a singular violent action, a very specific one, that led him down this road to wanting to stop that. And albeit he does use violence in order to often stop it, he has a threshold. And while he has stared into the abyss.
Yes.
On numerous occasions.
Well, and also, like, it's not, his rigidity towards his moral foundation and his adherence to it is provisional. It has there's a couple of things that, like, he doesn't do. Like, I don't kill.
There are a few
provisos.
Provisos.
A couple of quos. He doesn't kill and he doesn't use guns.
Yes.
And whenever he does, it makes me upset.
When he uses a gun?
When he uses a gun. Unless it's one of those stories where it's like, it's justifiable, or he uses it in a way where it's like, it's poetical, or it's like, but like...
Or it's like a trank gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, when he does, you know, like, when it's used sparingly.
Or he's killing aliens who aren't people.
Even then, I have a problem with him. Like, I like the idea that he has like a kind of PTSD about like guns. Like the action of holding a gun makes him
just
sick.
like, duh.
Yeah, like I like that concept of Batman. I don't want to see him like shake and get upset and have like sweats when he sees a gun or touches one. But I like him being like,
ew.
Like, we're better than those.
Yeah.
Like, look at, like, he's the physical example of like, yeah, I know you don't have like my billions of dollars, but like everyone can hit the gym.
Right. You don't need to like buy one of these deadly weapons that are designed for killing people.
My father would have defeated the mugger, but he had a gun.
Right.
And that's not fair. And it's like that's an interesting perspective about guns.
But would your father have defeated the entire Nazi party?
That's
who had a lot of guns.
Now, Batman does declare war on crime, but that's because all of crime has guns. It doesn't matter. The point is, like, I like Batman's moral code. I think it's interesting and it's fun, and it's really cool to see like writers play with those conventions. And like I said, like, we've seen every version of Batman where he uses guns or not, where he kills people or not, and all of them are valuable and have some kind of merit, even if they don't jive with like the original intent for Batman or the popular theory of Batman or your personal opinion about whether Batman works or not.
Right.
The character works and it's fun to read, and I enjoy it more as a reader because he has these provisions.
Yes.
Yeah, because it creates interest and it creates legitimate, you know,
stakes and
also just things he has to overcome. Like, it's not just as easy as all that.
Yeah, like
it creates more interesting stories.
It'd be a lot easier if he could just shoot the Joker.
Yeah.
Or anyone.
Or anybody.
Like, oh no, Poison Ivy.
Right.
Oh, Penguin. Riddle me.
He's like, oh, you did.
Exactly.
With bullets.
And there are still good stories to be had about that.
Oh, you could definitely
but not
do those
from
books.
that character.
No, you could still even do the Batman story, but like, you can't do an ongoing series of Batman where it's like Batman with an Uzi.
No, it would just
like,
be...
that's
It'd be
boring.
the Punisher.
And it's
It would
Punisher.
have to be an
Punisher.
Elseworlds
That's a
book.
different
Yeah, and even then, like, Punisher, like, they have to... Those books, you run out of readers eventually.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Punisher kills another guy.
Yep.
Like, you have to really do something
hunts
interesting.
down and kills another drug dealer.
Right,
and then
or
10
another,
more.
like, that's why people point to, like, certain Punisher stories where, like, the one where he deals with human trafficking is messed up. And it's like, that's cool. Like, take things from real life and have that, like... But it's also why things like they had Captain America go to Afghanistan and fight Al-Qaeda, and that did not work. Because that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's interesting, the line, but like you can tell those stories, and I'm glad they tried it at least to see like what would it look like. You know?
Yeah.
But
If I like that Batman has to struggle.
yes,
I like that he has to struggle with crime and also with himself.
yeah, he has
And,
his own self-imposed sanctions. really.
Yes, and it makes him a more interesting character. Even though I would forgive him for killing the Joker in his universe, I like that he would have trouble with it himself.
Yeah.
I don't so much like the Frank Miller, yeah, that's cool version of Batman. Like, I understand that sometimes circumstances force you into situations you don't want to be in, and and that's fine. But there should be some kind of internal, wrestling.
Well, that
with
moment,
that. If he's just totally okay with killing people, I'm like, that's a little bit messed up.
In Dark Knight Returns, when he's like, I have to kill the Joker, and he cracks his neck, but he doesn't kill him, and the Joker's like, you didn't have the balls to do it.
Yeah,
you're like, but Batman, like, at least consciously was like, I'm gonna kill him, but subconsciously wouldn't let himself do it.
Yeah.
That struggle,
so that
struggle
is still there.
Because
it's more than his complacency in other people.
With the other,
right. Well, it's like
the
it's
mutants.
because I think often like man versus self is one of the more interesting story archetypes that you can tell.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, it's really like most comics are man versus man.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like superficially, Batman versus the Joker, Batman versus whoever. That's every book.
Yeah, exactly. But when you add that other element in
then
there,
it's like there's always an additional story in there.
Yeah.
Even if it's on a unconscious level.
Yeah.
What if he just tried to crack his neck? He's like, I've never cracked a neck before. Because I don't kill.
Right.
I thought I got him. Oh, I didn't.
No, that'd be
he's still alive. Oh God. Oh, he's suffering. Oh jeez. What do I do? Oh.
he's like, you know what? This works. I still haven't killed.
I hope that's.
Oh, thank God.
Technically,
I hope that's not what it was. But that's funny to think about. But let us know in the comments down below. Should Batman kill, or have we convinced you otherwise? We'll look forward to continuing the conversation down there, and we'll see you guys next time with another episode. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
Thanks for watching.